Hello, my marvellous sausages, and welcome back to the Destiny 2 weekly reset. It's the 19th of March. Got a few interesting things this week, lots of goodies for you to spend your cash on, and we'll have a look at the ritual playlist as well. And I hope you had time to check out the developer live stream for the Onslaught game mode that's coming too, which looks incredibly interesting. But first of all, let's get the ball rolling and have a chinwag with Banshee. And the reason why we're coming to see Banshee is basically because we've got a couple of, well, we've got one thing that we can use. This is great, the bump in the night. This particular role isn't fantastic. It's only a D in popularity, but it's sure if you want to be able to craft it and slap your deep sight harmonizers on it. That's very good as well. But this is quite a nice role for the cold denial here as well. Pulse rifle. This is going to be in popularity. We've got unrelenting, feeding frenzy, fled magwell, high caliber rounds, polygonal rifling, and corkscrew rifling. Yes. And I don't know if you've had a chance to see that new Onslaught mode. It looks very entertaining. It's a 3 fire team job, and it's a horde mode and waves. We did have a quick squint at a couple of weapons. There's a revamped hung jury, and there's a midnight coup in there as well. But the activity itself seems like it's going to have legs. It's going to be very good fun to do. So we enjoyed watching that on stream. Yes. Now what we're going to do now is go and see old Ada the Shader. Hello, Ada. What do we have here? Oh, we got gold leaf. Wasn't somebody asking about this the other week? Here it is, look. Or was that something else? Yes, no, it's this one, gold leaf. There we are. That hasn't been... That's come a couple of times. I do like that. That's a nice one. We've got Bray Innovation here as well, which is very nice. Well, it's very pale blue, isn't it? It's very pale powder blue, kind of like the tuxedo jackets you saw in 70s films when people went to a prom. And then we've got New Monarchy Allegiance. Let's have a look at this one. Haven't seen that. That's very orange, isn't it? You sort of look like a sucked refresher. Was that what they were called? No, fruit salads! That's what they were called. Yes, there we are. Lovely. And that's an upgrade module there, which has got nothing to do with anything. I don't know why I was going to talk about that. Right, straight into the Vanguard Ops playlist. Let's have a look at what we've got here for our... surges. We have Void and a Strand Surge. We've got a Solar Threat there as well. That's nice. And the Nightfall, we have Overloads and Unstoppables. We've got an Arc Threat in there as well as Empath and Overcharged Weapons, of course. We've got a Stasis and a Solar Surge, and we've got an Overcharge on Rocket Launchers. And the Nightfall itself is the Corrupted. Now, this week's Nightfall weapon sees the brand new one called the Slammer Sword. It's Vortex frame, so it's got one of those really cool heavy spin attacks. And it's stasis as well, so I'm dying to get my filthy fingers on this. And isn't it just, well, it's basically the falling guillotine in looks, but I can't wait to grab this. It's totally excellent. And of course there is the adept version of it as well. Here we go. Let's have a little quick squiz at that for, you know, for your eye bags. Looks bloody marvelous. Now, looking at the perks of this one, the Slammer, it looks like it's got some really cool, interesting combinations. First of all, we've got bait and switch. Now, this is the only sword with bait and switch on it, which is pretty damn cool. And the reason why it's cool is you deal damage with all equipped weapons within a short time, and this gives this weapon a damage boost. I've been using it on my Apex Predator or wherever I can. Even though it has been nerfed by about 30% or something in that region, it's still really, really good, and as this is the only sword that has it, it's well worth picking up. Another one of interest in this column is Cold Steel. Powered hit slow targets because it's a stasis sword, so you'll be inflicting slow on people, which will be very, very good. Particularly good for bosses and champions and the like. But here's the thing that I think that's going to be really cool with it is Eager Edge. Gain increased sword lunge distance immediately after switching to this weapon. So when you shoot with your primary, your secondary, you can activate bait and switch, and then you go to Eager Edge, and you'll be able to leap in and slam things in the face. Very, very good indeed. I also wouldn't mind chain reaction on it as well. Or even Relentless Strikes, landing 3 light attacks, hits within a short time, grants sword ammo. Couple that with bait and switch, you can keep on going until your bait and switch is up, and then swap back to your primary, secondary, and start all over again. Very good for boss fights. I can actually imagine this being very useful against the Crota scrap at the end of the, what is it? The end of the Crota's End, or whatever it's called, raid. Crota's End, yes. I've only done it 6 or 7 times, and I can already see how this would be brilliant, because we were all using swords in that and would free up your exotic for something else. So this is looking very, very promising. Now, the Nightfall this week is the Corrupted, which is quite a long-winded one. So you can also do it in the Guardians Games playlist as well, because that does rotate, I believe. So you'll have more of a chance to get them to drop in there as well while Guardian Games is on. So if you want to get a nice selection of slammers and a chance of getting that bait and switch and eager edge roll, that's the best chance to do it. I'm going to be farming these on our stream on Wednesday night. I'm looking forward to it. This week, Gambit sees the extra doodahs. Look, we got an increased Gambit rank this week to stick your doodahs up. Stick your doodahs up the drifter. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Crucible this week, we have Control, their Supremacy, of course. We've got Rumble, Collision is in the labs, and Showdown as well. And in the Legends tab, we got Presage, which is the exotic mission. This, of course, gives you a pinnacle. And talking of pinnacles, the Pinnacle Raid is the Deepstone Crypt. And the Pinnacle Dungeon is the Pit of Heresy on the Moon. Legend Dares of Eternity. What do we see? Rank and file damage increase there. We've got our standard legend modifiers. What have we got? Solar Threat here, and we got a Stasis Surge and a Solar Surge, and an overcharge on shotties and linear fusions. Get those nostalgia goggles on. It's time for the Dares of Eternity loot pool. With armor, the Contingency Plan Scout Rifle, Weist Rapid Fire Frame, Arc, the Canis Major Heavy Grenade Launcher, Rapid Fire Frame, Solar, the Legal Action 2 High Impact Frame Pulse Rifle, Kinetic, the Outrageous Fortune Grenade Launcher, Rapid Fire Frame, Solar. You've guessed it, it's a cuddly toy! The Steel Sybil Z14 Adaptive Frame Sword, Void. The Wolf Tone Draw, Combat Bow, Precision Frame, Arc. The Fractethys Precision Frame Shotgun, Stasis. The Chrysura Mellow Auto Rifle, Solar High Impact Frame. The Vulpecula Hand Cannon Precision Frame Stasis. A genuine Final Shape Collector's Edition that you can see here that Bungie sent me because they love me so much. The Iota Draconis Fusion Rifle, Solar High Impact Frame. The Spoiler Alert Sidearm Lightweight Frame, Kinetic. And for the armor this week, we of course have our standard Scatterhorn armor set, which is every week, but we also have the Pathfinders set this week. And let's go into the shop, and of course, before we go anywhere, look, the Ghostbusters gear is here, which is, quite frankly, it's great. It's 2,500 silver, though. But let's have a little look at what we've got. We've got the ugly little Spud Shell, which of course is Slimer, yes. Look at, he's got a Bume. He's got a bum. Look at that. Stop it, Slimer. There's Slimer, yes, with a ghost shell, which is pretty damn nifty. This is my favourite thing. This is the jump ship, which is the Ecto 1. Excellent! I mean, it looks really, really cool. But there is an icing on the cake here. Are you ready for the thrusters? Look at that. That looks fantastic. Very, very nice indeed. I do like that Ecto 1 ship. That's lovely. And then we've got the Sparrow. Now, it says Phantom God. So this is definitely to do with a new film, which is Frozen Empire, out Friday. I can't wait to go see that with the kids. Yes, so I thought I was hoping for a Proton Pack kind of tie-in, but this is definitely to do with the baddie in that from what I've seen in the trailer. Nice thrusters. Nice thrusters, though. Yes, there we go. So there's that. So quite a nifty little set there. Like I said, though, it's 2,500 silver. So if you wanted to purchase silver for that, let's have a little look. It's going to take me to the shop. And 2,500. So you'd need to buy either that. You'd need to buy that much, really. So you'd need to buy the 25 quid bundle. So it's quite expansive, really. 500 less than that. So what's that? About 20 quid's worth. So there we go. There's that for silver. Now we're moving on to the freebies. And we have our free Bright Dust, 700 of those. Thanks very much indeed. Don't forget to pick that up. Thank you, lovely. And we've got up for grabs shader here, Guardian Games shader, which is exquisite if you ask me, because you've got great yellow boots, which are just marvellous. We've got Rivalry White Sand again. We've had that last week and this. This is the third one. This is the final week now of Guardian Games. That's been there the entire time. Stalwart Sigil. There we go. Hang on. Oh, bugger. I've come out of the bloody thing. Hang on. We go back to the... This is the professional outfit. I'll let you know. Yeah, let's have a look at that again. Stalwart sigil. There we go. We've got the triple bogey. Yes. Which is basically a golf cart. And that's fantastic. I didn't realise that was a golf cart. How much is that? Not enough space. Oh my god, I want a golf cart. Hang on. What does it do? Does it do anything, you know? Is it just like a red jet? Well, it's quite nifty. Oh, I don't know. I'm in an iron about that. I'm not too sure. We got the reigning champion emotes here. So if you want to thrust your glory in people's faces like some form of moron, then there you go. That's up to you. There we go. There's that. And then we're going to go down to the rest of the bright stuff. Exercise cycle emo. That's quite funny, actually. I quite like that. Isn't that entertaining? And it goes on forever and ever. Yeah. How much is that? Ooh, they hurt, don't they? Those multiplayer exotic emotes, 3,250 brightest. That's a lot. Touchdown dance. That. There we are. That's touchdown dance. Seems to be, that's quite cool, you know, if you like that kind of thing. He's got pretend binoculars. We got the free throw. Let's have a look. It's a basketball-based one, and he shoots and he scores. Bit of a groovy dance there, and then he stops. Okay, we got more Last Guardian game stuff. Tasseled Shell, which is, well, it's all very tassely, isn't it? It's sort of like, you know, a difference between like a nightclub and a ghost, isn't it? Yes, there we go, tassels there. We got tassels on the ship called the Championship Advantage. Surely those would burn up on re-entry, but then again, we always stay in order. No, we don't. We do land. And then we got this, the Bucephalus 3, which means that it's a bus plus also a winky. So there we go. We got the sort of, you know, cool little motor. Motor on that. Yeah, they are cool. What do we got here? The fervent fan projection. What's all this? Oh, I thought it was an octopus, but it's a football being booted. So there we go. If you're a football fan, that one's for you. Reflection effects. Yeah, we've had that one quite regularly. Cyber Class Centers, which I do actually like because it's got that 80s kind of theme to it. The retro 80s look, which is a bit apocryphal really, because you don't actually see that much kind of stuff but back in the 80s, but you do now. Anyway, spring fountain effects. Oh, that's quite good. There's a big white splash when you land. There, we'll let our minds wander. Brilliant photo finish shader. Now, you must get this photo finish shader because it's got a pulse on it. There we are. You can see it, look, on the front of my dress there. It's changing colours. But what's really cool is that it changes any visor glows and they pulse as well. Works really well on the ghost shell that we had the first week. I did show it to you in the other video. So, yeah, if you haven't got that, pick that shader up. It's got a really good interaction with lots of different things. Well worth picking that up. It's brilliant. Kite and Slate, or Chicken Slate, as we say in Swansea. We had this last week as well. So, you know, it's one for the archive. Rivalry Black Sand again, and Verdant Crown. We had plenty of Verdants last week. It seems to be quite a bit of overlap here for the shaders and the stock this week. Now, of course, we don't have any more Riven's Wishes, but however, if you still need to find the Ascendant chests for one of Riven's Wishes, they need to find 3 of them, I believe it is now. This week, we have the Weak Curse. Let me go to the map here and show you, which means that there's the Weak Curse set of chests that are available to collect on the Dreaming City. We can see that Petrovenge is there, look, in the Strand. That means it's on the Weak Curse. So I'm going to link at the end the location of all 10 chests for the Weak Curse. If you need to get those done, you may as well do the whole lot and have a chuckle along as we go with the video. Yes, there we go. Weak Curse chest. I'll stick a link at the end of the video, which is coming up very quickly. Now, this is the last week of Guardian games, and if you haven't got your exotic skimmer, you've got about 7 days to get it. Now, one of the ways to get it, of course, is to accrue points, and one way to get a huge amount of points is to get this diamond medallion here. It's worth 300 points, so it's very worth getting. Now, you can get this diamond medallion by watching Destiny 2 streams on Twitch. So I'm streaming tomorrow, 7 PM on Twitch. Final final chance for you to come in and watch and earn that diamond medallion. So make sure you pop on in there. Look, here's the Twitch address on the screen. So I think that slammer sword looks absolutely brilliant, and I'm going to be farming it on stream tomorrow evening. That's 7 PM UK time on Wednesday. We'll be trying to do the Nightfalls there to get as many rolls of that sword as we can. But I want a bait and switch, and I want, I want a chain reaction as well, or the other one. I can't remember. My brain is useless. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you're getting this week from the Eververse store, and please let me know as well if you're buying the Ghostbusters stuff. It'll be great to have an idea of how many people buy these things from the Eververse, just for my curiosity, really. And if you did enjoy the vid, a like and subscribe would be utterly fantastic. Let me know in the comments, like I said, what you've bought, and I shall see you all again very soon. Sausage. I don't know.